Hello, good morning. All right, so I'm a little nervous because I don't normally go live on my personal page about business stuff, but I just woke up inspired, I guess, and I'm not going to talk about my business, right? I'm going to talk to you about you and the possibilities that you have for your business. Now, I also know that it's like 8 a.m. and most of you that need this video are probably putting a kid on the bus or getting yourself to work. That's A-okay. That's the beauty of Facebook Lives. Hopefully you'll get to watch it later. Plus, I got my hair done yesterday and it's, let's be honest, it's still looking kind of cute. So I thought if I'm going to do a video, today's the day because tomorrow won't look like that. So let me know if you're watching this live with me because I can see some names, but not all of them. So comment live. If you watch this as a replay later today, also let me know, please, because I'm just curious how many people are interested because I have 4.5 years of knowledge that I can share with all of you and anybody. And that's just that's what I like to do. I like to share. I'm not a teacher so much. I'm more of a talker, my dad would tell you. But anyway, so let me know if you're, watching this with me or if you're catching it on a replay. And the other little bit of information I want to know, obviously, if you're part of my company, let me know. If you are, no, don't let me know because I don't want you to say the company name. That's right. Sorry. Let me know if you currently have what I call a side gig or if you're thinking of starting a side gig. So again, I'm going to keep this completely company neutral. You're in my office, so I'm trying, but I'm trying to move my body around to cover some stuff. But anyway, what we're going to talk about today is basically having multiple streams of income. And that is a term that I never truly understood, I guess, until probably the last few years. It's kind of the thing that I only thought millionaires had in their life, oh, I own this company and that company and blah, blah, blah. But basically what it boils down to is that do you get your money from more than one place? Because it's so important that you do. Number one, crap happens. You could lose your job tomorrow. Your company could close. So it's nice to have something else going on the side. Number two, a lot of us live paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. But if we had an extra little side gig, we could start dwindling that down to where we have a little extra money. So I want to talk to you because most of you probably have children, which means you're going to need more money than you've ever thought in your life. It is mind-boggling to me when I see my friends, I don't know, volleyball, football, cheerleading, that all cost a ton of money. So you want to be able to give and have the life that you want for yourself and your family. And so I want to talk to you about how to look into a side gig and try to choose the one that's right for you. Because let me tell you, they are not all right for you. I can tell you straight up, in the beginning when I got involved with my company, I was so just excited because it just worked so well for me. So I just thought everybody under the sun needed it and needed to, sell it, and it was going to change everybody's life. And so if there's one benefit you can have to having some haters, it's that they will set you straight and knock you off your block, right? So it's not that I'm encouraging the hating by any means, but it's just that I no longer take everybody and anybody into my company because it's not right for everybody. So anyway, I'm rambling. So let's talk about what's right for you. And again, I'm not going to have a specific company or product that I'm going to talk about because there's so many good ones out there. Some of you probably already participate in purchasing from direct sales and you may not even realize it because it's just been a part of your life for so long. So anyway, let's talk about that. So first thing I think you have to have if you are going to take on a side gig is you have to 110% absolutely above and beyond love and believe in the product. If you are currently selling or thinking about selling a product because somebody told you you can make big money fast, you're going to chase cash and you're never going to find it. I see it. I see it all the time. I see people, they send me a message. Hey, I want to get a car like yours. How do I do it? What do I have to do? And I'm like, well, let's get you started on the product. Oh, no, I don't want to take anything. Okay, well, then no. I don't want to put people on my team who don't love what they're talking about. I don't want somebody to jump in and try to get a free car and then jump to something else and try to get a free car. And again, I'm just talking from experience. I've seen this. I see people jump companies all the time. And they're just chasing the almighty dollar versus finding something they truly, truly love. I want you to love your company so much that if tomorrow they stopped doing direct marketing and they went into into stores or something, and you guys, it happens. It just happened not too long ago for a couple of companies. I want you to love it so much that while you would be sad, you would still go to the store and buy that product, right? You have to love and stand behind what you're doing. If you don't, you need to reevaluate and find something that you do. And I say that like it's easy. How do you find something? Well, first of all, look for something that changed your life. Maybe you used to hate to cook, but you found a company that maybe makes cooking utensils, and because of those utensils, it made everything so easy that it changed your life, and now you like to cook. Or maybe you found a company that had sauces and spices and things like that, and suddenly it took your bland chicken and turned it into something amazing, and now you love to cook. So that's a product that changed your life, right? And so that's the kind of thing you want to get behind. You want to get behind something that you love. For example, I have a makeup product that I use that a friend of mine sells. It's amazing. It works great. Why don't I sell it? Because I only wear makeup sometimes on Saturday from like maybe 3 or 5 in the afternoon till I come home and wash my face off, right? I'm not a big makeup person. I don't wear it for my job. So there's no reason for me to walk around telling people the benefits of makeup when I'm not wearing it every day. If you ask me, I'll tell you yes, I like it. It works great, but I'm not selling it. Whereas the girl I buy it from loves makeup. Like, it's her world. Like, she loves it. She will do a transformation on herself, at least once a week, show people how easy it is. And so that's the difference. Find something that lights you on fire, right? Find something you love. Number 2, this is the one that nobody likes to hear. You absolutely must be consistent in your effort to talk about the product. Whether whether they call you a distributor, a promoter, a consultant, whatever the heck they call you, you have to be willing to be consistent in your effort. So you'll hear this a lot in the side gig world. It can be part-time, but it can't be sometime. And again, I see it. People jump on, they go hardcore for 2 or 3 days, then they disappear for a week and a half, then they come back for a week, and then they disappear for a few days. It's hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. People don't know, are you still selling it? Aren't you selling it? Like, they don't know. So again, if you absolutely love what you're using to the point where you decided to sell it, then be consistent in sharing why you love it so much. Be consistent in sharing it with the people in the outside world so that they can find out how it can help them. So if you are, oh, Gail, good, I'm so glad. Gail says she's looking into something right now. Well, I hope this helps, Gail. I do. Maybe this is why I woke up and thought I needed to talk about this today. Maybe it's you. So again, you've got to be consistent with it. Now, I have a lot of people on my particular team who, I think I only have 2 or 3 people who are full-time what we do, and the rest of it, they all have full-time jobs. So we talk a lot about time management. We talk a lot about, I was going to pick up my phone and show you, I'm on my phone. So we talk a lot about using that handy dandy little cell phone that's in your hand, and we call it like the nooks and crannies. So, some of you might sit in a drop-off line today. That would be a time that you could say, okay, every day at drop-off, I'm sending out X amount of messages. Or maybe you have, I don't know, everyone's schedule is different. My point is, you have to have a set schedule or a routine that you stick to come hell or high water. Because like I said, well, number 1, we'll go back to the haters, right? The haters are waiting on you to fall off. The haters are waiting on you to slip up. The haters are waiting to be like, oh, I knew she wouldn't last. Don't give them that pleasure. Stick to it. Life happens. I get it. I'm alive. Life happens. But I still do my best to stay on my schedule. And this is something specific to my team, but we actually have a sheet we use. And I print it out every week, and I use it every day, and it keeps me on track. I might get my work done by 8 a.m. I might not get done till 10 p.m., but when I go to bed at night, it's done one way or the other. So you've just got to make sure you're willing to commit that time, because again, you can do something like this part-time. You can talk about cookware, you can talk about purses, you can talk about makeup, you can talk about whatever it is that you want part-time, but not sometime, right? Number 3, this is one that gets a little tricky for a lot of people. And this is something that you really, really have got to think about, because this can make or break you. A lot of direct sales, network marketing, whatever you want to call it. My favorite is when people call it, it's illegal, but they call it that all the time. Somebody help me. What are they? It's illegal. Pyramid scheme. Pyramid scheme. People love to call it a pyramid scheme. Whatever. I'd be in jail. Hello. Bye. So anyway, no matter what you're in or which company you choose, most of them are going to talk about working from home, okay? And that is a really big deal. If you have kids and you want to have the flexibility of being at their game and still making some money on the side, work from home is super important, because really nowadays work from home means basically you work wherever you have Wi-Fi. I think the new term is Wi-Fi wealth. But there are some companies that while they say work from home, it may not mean your home. It may mean that you work from someone else's home. So for example, we've probably all been to one or 1,000, but home parties. And they probably have a much cooler name now, but that's what I remember them called as, a home party. So that is something where you pack up your goodies, you travel in your car to someone else's location. So, and they might need you on a Tuesday night at 7, or they might need you on a Saturday morning at 9. I don't know. It depends on what company, right? Your business. So while that's a work from home situation, it is still going to pull you out of your home, and it is still going to kind of give you a little bit of inflexibility with your calendar. So think about that. If you are looking at a company and it's a kind of company where they say straight up, excuse me, we do best with home parties or whatever they call them now, but you are wanting to choose a side hustle because you want to be at all your kids' soccer games, then that may not be the right company for you, okay? So it may still, this may be the product that you love so much that you're willing to miss a game every now and then for them. And if that's the case, run with it. Like if you love it that much, run with it. But I just know there are some people who I see try businesses, and then when they realize they've got to leave their home, they've got to get a babysitter for the kids, or they've got to ask their husband to be the solo parent over the weekend because they have to go and do these things. That's not what they were hoping for. And so eventually that business fades for them. And I hate to see that for people because, again, a lot of people have invested money maybe into their company. And so you hate to see them do that. And side note, it's not part of my notes, but I did just say it. Talk to the company about what it takes to get started, because some companies require a lot of cash up front to get started and some require none. And I'm not a math genius, but I'm going to tell you the ones that require none are the ones you want to get behind, because those are the ones that you can make money from day one versus having to spend the first week to 2 months trying to earn back the money you invested in, like your kit or your starter pack or whatever they call it. So anyway, that was a side note, I'm sorry. So let's go back to the working from home. So if you are not up for home parties, and you guys, some of that's just a personality. I know I'm on a Facebook Live, I know I'm talking, I'm rambling and all that stuff, so you probably think I'm A-okay. I don't like doing home party type things. I get super nervous being in a room full of people that I don't know. I don't know, I'm weird about that. So you want to look for something where you can truly do it online. You can truly build your business online. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't mean every blue moon you're not going to have to maybe do some public speaking, like say a Facebook Live. Or I know I try to, now that my team is as big as it is, 4.5 years into this, I do actually host an event outside of my home once a month because it's too big to host in my home. And I just want to have that connection with my team and the new people that they're bringing in. So again, that's something I'm choosing to do. I schedule it around my life. I don't do my life around it. So think about that. So again, if you are up for home parties, if you love to be, I know it sounds bad. I love to be around other people. Don't get me wrong. But I am weird about, I don't know, strangers. Stranger danger. So anyway, think about that. Can you truly work from home? Or is it going to require some time away from home? Because that can make or break you, especially if you're a mom, right? If you got one or more kiddos running around, you may not have that ability to leave your home. All right, the fourth thing that I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to zip it for the day, is when you choose to do a side gig. My biggest piece of advice I can give you from watching this for the last 4.5 years is you have got to set goals based on the comp plan. Now, total disclosure. I have never done direct sales for any other company except for the one that I'm currently with. I have not seen 18 different comp plans. I've not even seen 2 comp plans. I've only seen 1, right? So I'm not here to give you a comp plan comparison. What I'm here to say to you is that pretty much every comp plan is going to have different bonuses you can shoot for, different ranks within the company that you can shoot for. They might call them levels, or they might call them by colors. I don't know, I'm trying to use my memory. But anyway, there's going to be different things you're going to shoot for. Aside from that, I want you to say to yourself, okay, so let's pretend that you've decided you're going to shoot for level turquoise. I don't know, making this up, right? Why? Why do you want to shoot for level turquoise? If you're just shooting because you want to say you've done it, that's okay. There's nothing wrong. No wrong answer here. However, if you look at that level from the comp plan and say, you know what, when I reach this point, I can pay cash for all of my daughter's cheerleading expenses. You will work a whole lot more diligently when you can connect it to something you want, right? We work when there's something that we want. So no matter what company you join, no matter what your comp plan looks like, no matter anything, if you don't set goals based on your comp plan, you're maybe going to fizzle. Now, I know specifically for the company I'm at, we have something as low on the totem pole as just earning your own product for free, up to cars and vacations and good money. And again, I'm not talking about a specific company, but I'm just saying there's going to be every comp plan is going to have something like that. And so again, look at that and say, let's go back to that. Okay, love this product. Number 2, I'm willing to commit to an hour a day. Number 3, I am going to be willing to travel maybe once a week, or I'm not willing to travel once a week. So take those considerations. Now look at your comp plan and you might be able to say, okay, based on what I'm willing to do in this comp plan, I'm probably going to earn my product for free, right? And maybe that's all you want, and that's cool. Or you're going to look at that and be like, you know what? I'm going to bust hump until I reach this particular level because we are going to pay this house off and we are going to go on our first ever paid, vacation, right? So make sure that you really set your own goals. Now, hopefully you'll get to be a part of a team where they're constantly giving you promos and they're constantly giving you encouragement. But you might not. You might end up being the person who has to give the promos and the encouragement to people who sign up under you. But either way, make sure you set goals. All right, so those are just 4 things with that little side note earlier. I don't know. Like I said, I just felt like I needed to get on here today and talk about this because I know a lot of people, if you know me, you know what I do. But some people don't know. Oh, you know what? Some people don't know me. My bad. My name is Tammy Battaglia. That's even the first note on my pad. I was supposed to tell people who I was. Because what I want you to do is if you have a friend who, let's say you do a side gig with them already, share this with them. Because here's the thing. Maybe you've been telling them that they need to be more consistent. Or you've been telling them that they need to set goals. Let them hear it from me, right? If you have kids, you'll follow this. You might say 3 times the sky's blue, but the second their little buddy tells them the sky's blue, they're like, oh my God, Mom, did you know the sky was blue? So if you have somebody you currently do a side gig with, share this with them. If you have somebody like Gail, I'm calling you out. If you have somebody who you've been talking to about joining a side gig, share this with them so that you guys can all be on the same page. Because I think, obviously, the more you know, the better off you are. And with that, I just want to ask one more question. And you guys can comment it below when you think about it and have time. I really think I'd like to hop on here once a week and share different tips with you about what I do for a side gig, which will then, but again, I'll keep a company neutral because then we can talk about how you can use it for your side gig. So things like how to use social media effectively, how to build a team. You guys, that's the thing. Like that, this is where the pyramid scheme comes from. People, yeah, obviously the bigger your team, the more money you're going to make. Well, duh. Look at P&G. You think they came up with one product and said, okay, we're done? No. Look at P&G. They started buying other companies. They started making other products because why? The bigger they get, the more money they get. That is life. You all probably have a boss, or you are the boss, which means you have people under you. That is business. It's not a pyramid scheme. Look it up. It's illegal. I am a law-abiding citizen and I don't partake in illegal activity. All right. Anyway, off my soapbox. My God, thanks for sticking this out with me because now I'm really rambling. But anyway, let me know below if you would be up for more videos specific to network marketing, but not specific to a company, because I just think there's so much that we can share with each other about building your own side income. Because you guys, if you're my friend, I want you to have a side income so bad because I have watched people in the last few years lose their job and have to sell their homes and be devastated. And if they had just had a little cushion, they might have made it through, right? And I just think it's so important that we We've all got that cell phone. If you're watching this, you have a cell phone, which means you are sitting on unlimited potential. So don't let that waste. Anyway, gotta go. Have a great Wednesday, and maybe I'll see you next time. Bye.